Sunnybank. You'll have to show me where to get off. I'm going to see about this lucky bill.
Oh, there's Sunnybank. I hear they're spending quite a lot of money doing that up as well.
Oh, that's clever. It's an old building, isn't it? I believe it used to be an old police orphanage.
Yeah, but my Auntie Vi was in there a couple of years ago. Oh, yeah. And the staff were marvellous. She said the nurses were absolutely stupendous. You know what I mean?
Nothing at all, it seems to be any problem for them. They're always bright, always got a smile, always willing to help. Really wonderful.
And you notice there's a tremendous amount of nurses around. They are talking to you.
We were greeted very, very pleasantly, and then she was given all the attention necessary.
All the nurses are very helpful. We say nothing is too much trouble.
They're always very attentive and caring with him.
Sunnybank is a sort of refuge in that way.
I've been well looked after and the food's good. And since I come in here, I feel a lot better, so I feel good.
Well, a few voices there of patients and relatives. Just a few of the thousands who've experienced the care of this Marie Curie home called Sunnybank since it opened in 1958. Of course, the Marie Curie Foundation in Britain as a whole is somewhat older. It was set up after World War II as a memorial to Marie Curie, the Polish-born physicist. Marie Curie and her husband Pierre announced their discovery of radium in 1898, and they went on to be awarded the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1903. Marie was later to become the first woman professor of the Sorbonne in Paris. Today in Britain, there are 11 Marie Curie residential homes, stretching from Tiverton in Devon through to Glasgow and Edinburgh, all of them dedicated to the care and welfare of cancer patients. Some 10,000 patients a year, in fact. Well, we're very proud of our own Marie Curie home, Sunnybank, here in Walton. A fine building, you may say. Yes, but an old building nonetheless, which is in real need of expansion and refurbishment.
Good afternoon, Sunnybank Marie Curie Home, Walton. Can I help you?
Right. Harold Roby. Line.
Good morning, Mr. Roby. Got your morning medicines here, all right, your fizzy ones. Take them for your niggling pain.
Here at Sunnybank, like the other Marie Curie homes, we give specialised care to cancer patients. We do treat patients at any stage of the disease. We'll treat them straight after having radiotherapy at Clatterbridge, which is our regional unit, and they come across to us for convalescence so we can return them to the community. We also take them after major surgery. Patients who have been in the big hospitals having major surgery would come to us for a period of convalescence. And then, of course, there's respite care, which we give to patients in the community with the help of our community nurses, which is a very new and positive service, which means we can get patients back into the community very much quicker than we otherwise could.
The aim of the Sunnybank Community Service is to provide a link between the nursing home and the patients in their own homes. We visit the patients to assess, to see if they were suitable for Sunnybank, to see if we can help them. And also, one of the very valuable parts of our service is to provide respite to relatives who are caring for patients in the community.
I was saying that when you go into Sunnybank, you'll be able to see the film.
Hello, Betty.
Hello, Linda.
Oh, hello, Harry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now then, somebody's been telling me you're going to have another holiday. Is that right?
Yes.
And you're going to come into Sunnybank again for
Yes, that's
a
right,
period
yeah,
of respite.
Yes, that's right. I say DV.
DV, what's that?
God willing.
Oh, right, yes.
And of course, Sunnybank provides continuing care for terminally ill patients who can't be cared for at home. Let me say, with all our patients, our primary concern is pain and symptom control. We want to make the patients' lives as comfortable as possible in a friendly, relaxed atmosphere. Homely, if you like, but certainly very informal. We try to get to know our patients well so that we can offer them the best support to the patient and to the family. And we want to offer them a good quality of life so that we can preserve their self-respect and dignity in what can be a very harrowing and traumatic period in their lives. I feel we do succeed. We've got a very dedicated team of nurses who put a great deal into their jobs. They put time and effort and an awful lot of themselves. We do, of course, spend quite a bit of time training them, and I feel that they are very well trained for the job that they do.
You've got only the dressing pack. So we'll open this up first of all. I think the nurses now recognise the importance of in-service training. It gives them the opportunity to keep up to date with current practice in nursing. It also enables them to find out about research that's going on throughout the country with nurses specialising in oncology and cancer nursing. A little hole or anything like that.
Right, Mr. Owens, thank you very much for taking part in this study.
We're very pleased about the appointment of our pain research nurse. It will give us the opportunity to validate what we're doing here with regard to pain relief.
Now, what it involves is me coming to see you, and I'll come to see you once each morning, probably about the same sort of time. My work is essentially directed by Chris Wells of the Pain Relief Foundation, and I see patients on a daily basis, working with them to find out about their pain and how certain tablets assist them in pain relief or how certain types of surgical intervention help. See, there's a line. At the end of this line says no pain at all.
The Sunnybank team is doing a good job. We feel we're providing a very high standard of patient care, but quite frankly, the building is holding us back. It's a lovely old building, but it's very cramped. There's not enough space. You've got small bed spaces, narrow corridors, which makes it incredibly difficult for the patients and for the nursing staff. And so we feel that if we could have more space and better facilities, we could do an even better job.
Let my brother come home for a short time. Can you tell me about it, please?
You're Mr. Calvert's brother.
The sister's office is very cramped. It is very difficult to interview patients and relatives on their own, especially when a bereavement has occurred or if the relatives have problems and they want to have a confidential chat with the nurses involved.
Sorry.
There's a lack of space for storage of linen, and ideally we should have rooms for linen only on each floor. In one of the bathrooms, we do have lifting problems, and the nurses have to take patients to the upstairs bathroom if they need lifting equipment to put the patient into the bath. In Sunnybank, we have wards that are on different levels from the corridor, so there are steps leading to them.
The problem with the steps is when the trolley leaves the kitchen, it has to go all the way outside and up the ramp into the building. As for the kitchen facilities, we should have an open range in the middle of the kitchen instead of like a small cooker. The freezers aren't together. It should be in a walk-in freezer all together where you can get things at the same time.
And then another problem we've got is a laundry. Everything has to be done in a small wooden shed on the ground floor. And then, would you believe, has to be heaved to the top of the building where it can be dried and ironed and hung up. Anyway, that's enough of our bad news. We've got plans afoot to build an extension on the back of this building, which will fulfil all our dreams and give us all the facilities that we've longed for, and certainly will bring us up to date with the other Marie Curie homes, which I've often envied, I must confess. It would be super to have more space around the beds so that the nurses could get to the patients easily and not have to move furniture, and so that visitors could feel that they weren't overcrowded and they weren't in patients' way. It'd be super to have lovely wide corridors and no steps, so we could push the trolleys to every patient without having to physically lift them up the steps, which in fact we have to do at the moment. And obviously with a new building, we could have comparable catering facilities to the new homes where it's not better as such, but it just gives a wider variety and a better choice to the patients, which is obviously tremendously important. It would be lovely to have rooms, overnight rooms, where the visitors could comfortably stay for the night. It would be lovely to have the right amount of space to give to them. These are all dreams, but hopefully very soon they'll all be realised, and we're very much looking forward to that day.
And this is where those scenes ought to come true for Sunnybank, in the form of a new wing. There are only outline plans for the moment. Details can't be decided yet. However, one thing's for certain. This Sunnybank development will cost around £2 million. Now, thanks to the generosity of an anonymous donor, Sunnybank already has £1.5 million, which leaves £500,000 to be raised, just £500,000 in cash or kind. This will enable the team here to maintain and improve the nursing care still further, to the benefit of the Liverpool community. I think you'll agree, it's not an impossible dream. £500,000 is within reach, if we contribute as individuals, groups and companies. This money can be raised. Please, this money must be raised to secure the future of our own Marie Curie home, Sunnybank.
I wonder if you've noticed that in the centre of the paddock there. What it is. A clue, I'll tell you that Saturday is the first National Daffodil Day. Okay. A great deal of work and attention's gone into it. Not sure about that. Anyway, we'll keep you in touch with that throughout the 3 days of the meeting. Well, with me is a man who likes to sniff. Well, now, yesterday we promised to tell you about this lovely display behind me. It's a horse in the shape of daffodils, as you can see, and, well, it's been christened Sunnybank Lad. It's the 41st runner in tomorrow's Grand National, on the first official National Daffodil Day. 1 million daffodils are going to be distributed tomorrow from all points around the country. And it's all in aid of the Marie Curie Cancer Care, a charity that celebrates its 40th anniversary this year. Sunnybank, by the way.
John Hughes, one of the entry, the long-time clerk of the course here, Her Royal Highness having earlier passing